Hi Libra, my name is Marina and you're watching your January 2018 monthly horoscope. And the beginning of the year is very interesting because we have so many planets at the same place. We have a stellium of planets in Capricorn. And the most interesting part is that recently Saturn entered Capricorn, literally a few days ago. So you may check my other videos about the influence of Saturn in Capricorn for each of the signs in order to be prepared for the next couple of years. But now that the Sun is also in Capricorn, actually it will activate all of these topics that Saturn in Capricorn will trigger during the next few years. So we all may have like some kind of first impression of this transit of Saturn in Capricorn. And of course, with 4 planets in your 4th house, we definitely expect that the month will be really important in terms of your family plans, or maybe something related to home, or even some property issues. 4th house, the specific thing about 4th house is that basically this is the lowest part of the horoscope. So the Sun is in 4th house when, during the night, when it's the darkest time during the day. So basically 4th house is really secret, it's really private part of the horoscope. And when you have 4 planets out of 10 in your 4th house, we expect that you can be more introverted during this period. Maybe you might be focused more on the inside, on your emotional experiences. You won't be so interested in social life, connections with others. You still can connect with people, but probably it will be more about your family, the people that you live together with, or maybe people who are coming to visit you where you are living. So generally this is a more introverted month for you, Libra. Now the positive stuff about this stellium in Capricorn is that basically it's part of a very positive aspect configuration which is called a bisextile. The planets which are included are all of these planets here in Capricorn: the Sun, Venus, Saturn and Pluto. Also we have Neptune in Pisces and Mars and Jupiter in Scorpio. And these planets, so Mars and Jupiter and Neptune, they're making sextiles to these planets here in Capricorn, and there is a trine between Neptune and Mars and Jupiter. So if you draw the aspects here, it will look like a triangle. And this triangle is actually extremely positive and supportive configuration. And you're more capable of, feeling harmonized, or, receiving some support, or, things are just easier than usual and you can be more successful in general. Now, of course, we mentioned that the focus of the attention is where the apex is, and the apex is in Capricorn, here in your 4th house. So this is the place where you can be really, focused. But the other planets which are included are affecting your 2nd and 6th house. And these are quite, materialistic houses. So they're about your career and work and obligations, and also your financial situation. So this is a very interesting combination. Yeah, from one side you might be focused on family issues, but at the same time you might be extremely productive in your work. This is a great combination also if you want to invest some money in property. This is the connection between 2nd and 4th house. So this is just something to think about. Or also you may, take care of your family members. 6th house is about your career, but also the other meaning is serving people, helping people. So you may find yourself in a situation where you need to help or take care of someone in your family. It should be in an easy way, so you shouldn't feel really forced or stressed by that because of this positive bisextile that we have. But generally, yeah, this is something to be prepared for. And it's extremely important that we have Mars and Jupiter in conjunction. It will be around the beginning of January. They're both in Scorpio, and Mars will stay in Scorpio almost until the end of January. Mars in Scorpio is great. This is the sign of its rulership, so it's especially strong and powerful. And the difference between Scorpio and Aries, actually, because Mars rules both of these signs, is that Scorpio can be much more patient and hardworking. If Aries get frustrated, if things didn't work so fast, you know, they can leave the things that they are doing. But Mars in Scorpio, Scorpio after all is a fixed sign, so it might help you to be much more consistent and patient and hardworking. So you're still really motivated by the strong position of Mars, but you're not so impatient. So a great combination, I would say. And of course, Jupiter it's the planet which is, you know, considered to be the great benefactor in astrology, and there is a reason for that. It's because usually it brings positive events, positive circumstances, we receive support, we benefit from something. Sometimes it might be, you know, like a gift from someone or even from the fate. But in this situation, I would say that Mars and Jupiter in conjunction mean that you really need to work in order, you know, to be successful. If you use your Mars, so you're active, you're initiative, you do something concrete, it will bring you success and, you know, some kind of positive events. And it's not like the Saturn success, which is, you know, you have to work really, really hard and it takes a lot of time. With Jupiter, it may happen really fast. And, you know, it's like you're more competitive, you're more willing to compete with others. So that can be a great aspect for work, for business, for practical things. This conjunction in second house suggests that you have to be really practical about the plans that you have and the things that you are doing. Neptune in sixth house also, and this combination here is great. So actually in terms of work, things might work very well for you. And finances, of course. You know, second house is really important for resources and finances. So you might be really ambitious about earning some money, and probably it will work very well for you. So really go for it during this month. It's a fantastic opportunity. Okay, the other things which we should mention, there is a full moon and a new moon. On the 1st of January, we begin the year with a full moon in Cancer and Capricorn. And in your case, it's your 10th and 4th house. It activates the cardinal axis. So it's extremely important. And of course, there will be another video where you can learn more about the aspects of the full moon and how it will influence each of the signs. But now we can say that it will require from you to find the balance between your personal life and your career. Something might be changed, something might be achieved in these areas, or you can realize something. Generally, you know, it's basically the most important life areas, your family and your career or your vocation. So it will be very interesting. And on the 16th, we have a new moon in Capricorn, which activates even more all of these planets here in your 4th house. So it will be a fantastic time to start doing something with your family members. For some people, it could be about settling down, finding a new home, thinking about relocation, repairing something at your home. So the new beginnings are about to come for you, especially in terms of personal life. Now, don't forget that the sun, which you know, will enter Aquarius. Before that, at the very end of Capricorn, it will square Uranus, which is in Aries in your 7th house. And this could be a challenging aspect. It happens actually around the middle of January. It's for a few days, but it could be stressful. Uranus is the planet of surprises, unexpected things, sometimes shocking events. And you should be prepared that, you know, something in terms of your relationships may not work very well. And 4th and 7th house, you know, they are really personal. 4th house is family, 7th house is relationships and partners. So for a couple of days, you may need to be more patient, more careful with your partner and family members, and something might change suddenly regarding these areas of your life. Okay, and I think the last thing we should talk about is Mercury. Mercury, which used to be retrograde during December, now is already direct, which is great news, especially for your communications and connections with others or plans about traveling. Things should start to move forward. If something didn't work very well, now you can fix that during January. So we can say that now we have green light for starting new projects and be more initiative. And I really recommend you to try, to make some plans, to try to help the people that you love and care, and it may really help you to feel much better. So that's the most important for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next month.